Yo, what is up everybody? Welcome back to Joe's Garage. Today's video is brought to you by Superclean, an all-around amazing all-purpose cleaner and degreaser. I'm going to be showing you guys why I like to keep this stuff around my shop and a couple ways you can use it in different applications. So without wasting any time, let's just jump right into today's video. Superclean APC can be used on many surfaces, including engines, floor mats, wheels, appliances, tools, grills, and the list goes on. Something that I love about Superclean is that it's biodegradable and phosphate free. It is also bleach free, so you're able to use it on clothes to remove grease, oil, mustard, ketchup, and more. Superclean is a perfect APC and degreaser I love to have at my shop, and I'm going to show you a few reasons why. For my first demonstration, I'm going to show you guys how I clean my wheels and rims with Superclean. They have a dedicated all-wheel cleaner and this stuff works incredible. What we're going to do is just spray it on the wheel so you guys can just see how it agitates and starts to soak in. We're going to clean the wheel and I'll show you guys a before and after. It's got that great foaming action. Now, it's been a little over 3 months since I've actually cleaned this BMW. This is my daily driver and I don't always have the time to clean this car. The brake dust was pretty bad on this rim and that's why I chose to do this one for you. And I just want to say the Superclean does an incredible job and makes very light work of any brake dust and buildup that was on the rim. So good that it even gets in the barrel with light scrubbing. I didn't go crazy and that's where a lot of it sits, not on the face of the wheel. I'm going to show you guys exactly what I mean here, but check this out right in there. And I couldn't scrub too deep, but you could see around the inner lip of the barrel here, it completely cleaned it up. My favorite thing about the Superclean All Wheel Cleaner is how it comes out of the bottle as foam. That is so helpful because after you spray it on, you're able to just let it sit for about 30 seconds, brush it down a little bit and hose it off, and it comes incredibly clean. It also does an incredible job on the rubber tire. You won't go wrong picking up a bottle of this Superclean All Wheel Cleaner, but now I'm going to show you a few more examples of how good the Superclean really is. So for my next example, we're going to be using the aerosol version of the Superclean APC, and we're going to be using it on this four-wheeler that has been sitting for an extended period of time. We just got these at the shop and we're going to be fixing these up later on. But I wanted to show you guys how dirty it was. We've got the leather vinyl seat. I'm going to show you how the APC works on this. And we also have this plastic that is very disgusting. It's been sitting all this time and just building up dirt inside of the garage. I'm going to go ahead and spray this stuff on there, let it soak for a little bit, put it on that time lapse, and then come wipe it down. And I'm just going to use a cloth. I'm not even going to use any water. I'm just going to spray this on there, use a towel, come back and wipe it up, and show you guys how good this stuff actually works. Now I let that soak for about a minute or two. I did have it on the time lapse, so it only looked like it took 7 seconds. It's been soaking for about a minute. So I'm just gonna show you guys, I got 2 brand new shop cloths. I'm gonna use one to wipe it off and then one to dry it, and we're gonna see the results together. I didn't do any scrubbing. I literally just let this soak in. I will wipe it down a little bit with the cloths, get it in there. But this was the part of the example. I wanted to show you guys how good this stuff really is when it just soaks in and lets the foam do its job. Just one last wipe up on the seat. I'll dry it off. We'll pull up that tape line together and I'll show you just how good this stuff really is. Now that I had worked it in, just this final wipe off in some of these creases. But you can see it's really just coming right off. All the grime, the seat's gonna look great. We'll go ahead and dry it now. Didn't come off as smoothly as I planned. Now that the lighting is better, check out the results on the four-wheeler seat and the plastic. It's incredible how good the Superclean worked, just letting it soak and then wiping it off. It looks so much better, and the plastic came out extremely clean also. Again, I used no abrasive here. I literally sprayed it with the aerosol can, let that foam do the work, and wiped it up. It came out really good, and I'm pleased with these results. I love the aerosol can because it's a lot easier than having to pump it. I would say the aerosol can is a perfect choice for applications where you're just gonna let it soak. You spray it on, leave it for a little bit, and come back to it and wipe it off. It does a great job, and you can see the results speak for themselves right here. So I saved the best for last, and with my final example, I wanted to touch base on what we're working with. This is my 1998 Subaru Impreza 2.5 RS, and every Saturday I drop another video regarding this restoration project. We're gonna be trying to get this car back on the road by January 2025. It's a really incredible project. I've put a ton of work into it. Make sure to go check that out. I have a playlist with all of the videos, or you could just go and pick one of the bunch and watch that. I'd really appreciate it. But we're gonna be doing a part off of this car that's incredibly greasy. I'm gonna go ahead and get the car moved, grab the part, and show you guys what I'm talking about. But I think this is gonna be my best example just because I do not know how it will actually come out. I know that the Superclean is an incredible degreaser, all-purpose cleaner, but this part is in terrible condition, and I'll show you guys why when I get it pulled out from back behind the car. So right here we have the engine cross member. It actually goes right here underneath the engine, and a few things can happen to this to make it so greasy. In my case, I had an axle boot break, and what happened was it was throwing grease everywhere. It was in the engine bay, it was all over this thing. So that being said, you can see this thing is just covered in grease. And to give you just a quick example how bad the grease really is, I'll just go ahead and try and get a little scoop of it for you on this screwdriver. Yeah, you can see it's really, really bad. The thing is completely covered in grease. So I actually have no idea how this is gonna come out with the Superclean APC. This is gonna be my best test to show you how good the product is because it's a very real, authentic test. The first two examples you knew were gonna work great and have incredible results because that's what they're made for. This is a little bit of a heavier duty job, so like I said, this is gonna be my best example. So what we're gonna do is take the everyday bottle of Superclean Degreaser, we're gonna spray this thing very thoroughly, and I'm gonna let it sit for about 20 minutes. I'm gonna let it soak in there and do the best it can. I'll show you guys a little bit of that in the time warp, but then I might cut the camera because 20 minutes is a pretty long time. So we'll pick it right back up after the 20 minutes. I'll show you guys what it looks like, do a really nice job scrubbing it down and hitting it with our pressure washer to see just how clean this thing actually comes. I'm guessing that it's gonna look almost brand new. Other than the rust, all of the grease is gonna come down, and that's because this Superclean is the real deal. So without wasting any time, let's get this thing over into a position we could spray it down and let it soak, and then we're gonna go ahead and see what happens. So let's go ahead and take our Superclean degreaser and get this thing really coated, let it soak, and then we'll come back and start to see how it looks. As you guys can see, I used a thorough amount of the Superclean degreaser. That's because this cross member is so bad. But we're gonna let this soak for about 20 minutes. I'm gonna put a timer on my phone, come back, start the camera again. You can already see that it's knocking down some of the looser grease on here, but my guess is this thing's gonna look incredible when it's finished. I cannot wait to see the results. Okay, so this Super Clean has been sitting for over 20 minutes on this cross member. The very first thing I'm gonna do is grab my pressure washer, knock this down, and see how much actually comes off. I think it's gonna peel it right off after soaking like this. Everything seems pretty loose. I don't even wanna touch it because I don't want this stuff on my hands. So I'm gonna grab the pressure washer, knock it down, and then if we need to, I will spray it again one more time, use the agitator, knock the rest of it down, and we'll have our finished results. Let's see how this comes out. So just with a quick little shot from the pressure washer, this came completely clean. There is zero grease here. And I know I probably could have hit the rest of this off with the pressure washer after letting it soak. What we're gonna do is put some more of the APC Super Clean on there, and we're gonna knock this down with the agitator, and I know it's gonna come brand new. Alright, so check this out. This cross member is virtually grease free, and this thing was disgusting. That Superclean APC degreaser is incredible. I needed to do this step anyway for my restoration project because I am going to be reusing this cross member. It's in okay shape, but I couldn't tell how rusty it was because of all of the grease. Now that that's all knocked down, you could really see it's just got some surface rust that I'm going to end up sandblasting and then recoating this entire cross member black, or maybe even a custom color, gold, red, I don't know. We'll pick a color when we're at that point in the video, so make sure to check out my restoration series on the Impreza 2.5 RS because that's a main focus on my YouTube channel. But I just want to say this Superclean degreaser is amazing. I showed you guys how thick the grease was on this cross member, and it's just virtually gone. And I'm not kidding when I say gone. It knocked it off the lines, off the steering rack. I mean, pretty much the entire thing is clean as it can be. All of the lines over here, what I was saying, you had grease on them, it's all clean. Even down in there where I didn't scrub, just letting it soak, broke down the grease and washed off with the pressure washer. So I'm super pleased with the results, and I'm gonna give Superclean a 10 out of 10 for this one because not every all-purpose cleaner degreaser would have knocked this down. Thank you, Superclean, for helping me get this cross member cleaned up. But I'm gonna show you guys a quick little shot of this and wrap this video up. Alright everybody, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed the 3 different ways I showed you how I like to use Superclean all-purpose degreaser. I have this stuff in my shop all the time and I've been using it for years, and I'm very happy that Superclean reached out to me to make this video. I love to showcase how good their product really is. My results speak for themselves. You can see that cross member was completely covered in grease, and just after letting the Superclean soak for about 20 minutes, hitting it with the hose, and then spraying it again and agitating it, it brought the cross member completely free of grease. But I think my absolute favorite example today was the Superclean All Wheel Cleaner. This stuff is incredible and I use it all the time. Anytime I give my car a bath, I use this Superclean All Wheel Cleaner because my favorite thing about it is how it comes out as foam right from the spray bottle. That really helps break down the brake dust and anything else that might be on the rim. So overall, this is my absolute favorite, and you can pick this stuff up at AutoZone, Advanced Auto Parts, O'Reilly's, and even Walmart. Go ahead, you can check it out for yourself. I highly suggest it because, like I said, if you wash your car, this is my absolute favorite wheel cleaner. You just can't go wrong with it. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. You guys saw me working with the cross member from my 1998 Subaru Impreza 2.5 RS. I'm doing an entire video series on restoring this car, and the goal is to have it back on the road by January 2025. So we only have a few months left, and we have a lot of work to go. So if you're interested in that kind of work, make sure to subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate you guys watching, and I hope that you enjoyed. Leave some comments in the section below if you were surprised at how good this Superclean works. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching. Peace out.